Hello, I am Noor Farishta, and I have got a question for you. Why does it happen that during a very important presentation, business presentation, people do some hilarious things like reading from script word to word, standing or hiding behind a podium, and dressing up crazily and messing up a perfectly okay presentation? Welcome to a brand new episode of Best Practice. In this two-part series, we are going to talk about the 3 V's of presentation: verbal, vocal, and visual. Verbal, I mean what you say, your content. Vocal is how you say, your voice and your clarity. And visual is how do you look to the audience, your body language. Now, most of us concentrate on content since we have been told that content is everything. According to a survey conducted by UCLA, whenever audience attends a presentation, they concentrate 55% on visual, 38% on vocal, and only 7% on verbal. This survey tells us something. This survey tells us that action often speaks louder than words. So in the part 1 of the series, we will concentrate on 4 very important aspects of visual, that is body language. And in the subsequent part, we will talk about verbal and vocal. Number 1, pressure gesture and facial expression. What are gestures? Gestures are something which you do again and again during the presentation unintentionally, and the audience starts concentrating on what you are doing rather than what you are presenting. Let me give you some examples. Playing with your fingers, okay? Playing with your pen, right? Awkward facial expression, distracting hand movements, and nervousness on the face. All these aspects, all these visual aspects will stop the audience from concentrating on what you are talking about. So, what you can do? 4 tips. First, record yourself on a mobile phone and play it back. And observe your pressure gestures. Point number 2, keep your hands by your side, nice and relaxed. Don't fold your hands, don't have a fig leaf, don't keep your hand on your back, just hands by your side. Point number 3, don't exaggerate your gestures. A lot of people, I have seen a lot of speakers who exaggerate their gestures, so don't exaggerate. On the contrary, I have seen some speakers who are very contained, who actually keep it like this. So don't be too contained, don't exaggerate yourself, be natural. That's the important point. And finally, smile. Okay. Usually when you are nervous, it affects your smile. So smile, always keep that smile alive. That smile says that I love myself and I love you. Point number 2, eye contact. Eye communication is the most important skill in any specific setting. What are the common errors? Usually I have seen speakers, they read the script word to word. They are not concentrating on the audience, they are concentrating on the script. Similarly, sometimes they read word to word from the PowerPoint presentation. And again, they are not giving that specific eye communication to the audience. Either they don't look at the audience at all, or on the contrary, a lot of times they stare at the audience. So what to do? What can we do for having an amazing eye communication? 3 tips. Tip number 1, bird eye view. Have a bird eye view. Look at everyone in the audience. Don't concentrate only on one specific part of the audience. Look at everyone. Just make sure that you keep on looking at everyone. Don't stick on to any one person for more than 5 seconds. We call it falling in love. Not literally, but exactly it's called falling in love. What happens is whenever you're giving a presentation and someone is giving you good encourages like, all right, wow, you tend to concentrate more on that person. So don't fall in love. Look at everyone in the audience. Second, carry a small cue card, not a big sheet of paper. Carry a small cue card and write down the main points of the session. And if you forget any of the points, don't worry. The audience will not know that you have forgotten the point. Third, and the most important point. People always tell me, Noor, what is the difference between looking and staring? When someone asks me a personal question or even in a one-to-one communication, right? Am I looking at the person or am I staring at the person? So the tip is whenever you are interacting with a person, look here, the temple area. So this is looking. And when you look at the ears, that's staring. So this is staring and this is looking. So always concentrate at the temple area. Third point, posture and body movement, right? Your posture and your body movement really matters when you're giving a presentation. How many times you have seen the speaker standing like this? This is slouching. This is leaning. This is bending. I've seen many speakers doing during the presentation, they bend from one side to the side. And finally, rocking. Just imagine I give you a presentation like this, I'm rocking. Are you listening to me? No, you're only counting actually. 1, 2, 3. So, what do you do? Okay, point number 1, stand straight. From childhood, we have been told to stand straight, but no one has actually taught us how to stand straight. I'm going to tell you that. Remember 4 parts. 1, your head, shoulder, your lower back, and your hip. Okay? And attach all the 4 parts to a wall. Head, shoulder, no part of the hip. Okay? And then take a step forward. This is standing straight. Now, I don't want you to run to a wall before every presentation, but this is how you practice to stand straight. I repeat, 1, 2, head and lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Standing straight. Okay. Point number 2, a lot of speakers I have seen that they stick on to one particular place and they don't move during the presentation at all. Okay, so what I want you to do is whenever you're on a stage, try to utilize the stage, try to move, unless you have been specifically told to stand behind the podium and give a speech. But you're giving a natural presentation, make sure you move. This is called this 2-step, at least minimum move 2-step. Hi, I'm gonna talking to you about this is moving. So you're not sticking on to one particular place. And on the contrary, I've seen many speakers who keep on moving from here and there. And of course, that is also difficult for audience to concentrate. So, and of course, don't go for a half a step. That's tentative. 2 to 3 step, utilize the stage. Fourth aspect of visual presentation, grooming. They say clothes make a man or a woman, and you don't get a second chance to make a positive first impression. People will quickly make assumptions basing on your personal appearance, including the clothes you wear, how well groomed you are, and of course, your body language. So, few tips. Tip number 1, dress up suitably. What do you mean by suitably? Dress up according to the atmosphere. Don't overdress and don't underplay. Iron your clothes. These are all normal tips. So iron your clothes before you go to an important presentation. Make sure your socks face or any part of your body just does not stick. No worries, very soon I will be coming up with an exclusive session on grooming skills. With this, we conclude the first part of Express to Impress, where we have covered the visual part of presentation. In the next video, we will be talking about the vocal and the verbal aspects of business presentation. Like the video? Enjoyed it? So press the like button, share it, and spread the word. From my smile to yours, from my heart to yours, this is your performance coach, Noor, signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.